Now let's see these questions. The minimum number of edges and vertices required to form 10 faces whose minimum degree is 3 in a simple connected planar graph. So they are saying that the minimum degree of every face here is 3 and there are 10 such faces. Then we are supposed to find out what is the minimum number of edges and vertices. So right away we know the relation between the edges and the sum of all degrees of the faces. So from that I can write that 3 into, since 3 is the minimum degree of every face, 3 into number of faces is less than or equal to 2 into number of edges, right? Why? Sum of all degrees of the faces should be equal to 2 into number of edges, but then since every degree is at least 3, I can write this way, the equation. Okay, now from this we can find out the relation, what is the minimum number of edges possible, right? So if you see this, 3 into number of faces is already given as 10 is less than or equal to 2 into E. That implies E is greater than or equal to 15. Now what does it mean? You are supposed to have at least 15 edges in this graph. Got it? If every face is going to have a degree 3 and if you are supposed to find, get at least, if you have already 10 faces with at least degree 3, then you should at least have these many edges. Otherwise you cannot form that simple connected planar graph. Okay, fine. Now this is the minimum. So what is E minimum then? Then E minimum is going to be 15. Now we are supposed to find out minimum number of vertices as well. So let's use this number and the faces, and we can use the Euler's formula to find out the vertices number, right? So according to Euler's formula, we know that n minus E plus F equal to 2. This one we already know. Now in this one, if you try to find out the number of vertices, that is going to be the minimum number of vertices, right? So when the edges are minimum, vertices are going to be minimum as well. So n minus 15 plus, what is F? F is given as 10 is equal to 2, right? So that implies n is going to be 7. So either you can use this equation and you can get this, or since they are talking about the minimum number of edges, you could also have used the other inequation that we have derived in the earlier video, right? Anyway, you are going to get the same answer. Okay, for the next one, the maximum number of faces that are possible for a simple connected planar graph with 10 vertices. Now faces is given and the degree of each face is greater than or equal to 3 is given, and now they are asking about the relation between the number of faces and the vertices. Okay, so you have to find out the inequation which is having faces and vertices. So if you remember it, we have an inequation which we derived, F is less than or equal to 2n minus 4. So in this inequation we have only two things, one is faces and the other one is vertices. So from this we can derive the number of faces. Now they are asking about the maximum number of faces. So this F is less than or equal to, for a simple connected planar graph with 10 vertices, 2 into 10 minus 4. So what does it mean? F is less than or equal to 20 minus 4 is 16, right? Therefore you can say that the maximum possible number for F is 16, isn't it? Therefore the maximum number of faces possible is 16. Got it? So we have basically Euler's formula, and from that Euler's formula we have this one inequation. Using this inequation and Euler's formula you can solve all these questions. Okay, fine.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkey's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkey, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkey is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkey. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.